Hey guys, Miss Patty, how are you? Did you know that 6.8 billion people, that's 84% of humanity, does not interact with AI? Isn't that crazy? But it's okay. So today our goal is to be very comfortable. It's going to be repetitive, and I'm going to try to remove the fear of understanding the basic of AI. So I'm going to roll back the learning just a little bit. I know a lot of people struggle with AI, thinking it's going to overtake their life. Remember, it's a tool. You're not going to fall in love with it. Okay. So by the end of this, I am hoping that, I can help you, upload, drag and drop, understanding what the basic, outline of each platform that we're going to discuss. We may generate a little bit of AI images. We'll see. Um, we're going to use Pinterest to be, to get inspired because there's a lot of AI stuff there. We're going to try to navigate like your desktop so you can understand, the difference between a desktop and, the actual search engine being, can be Google, it could be Firefox, it might be, any Microsoft type of, search engine that you use to go on the actual internet. Remember, the search engine will take you to the internet, and your desktop will have folders and everything that you save on there. It's two different things, okay? So I just want to make sure that you learn your tools. Remember, the tools are here to assist you. There's no magic things, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to actually, get ChatGPT up just to make sure. Yeah. Yep. All right. So this right here is ChatGPT. Okay. But before you get here, I'm going to show you. I'm using Firefox. Okay. This is my search engine. Okay. You can use Google. Once again, you can use Bing. Okay. This is to search anything that's on the World Wide Web. Okay. So basically the internet. I'm going to reduce this and kind of move this out of the way just a little bit. Normally I don't do this. Um, it may not show my desktop. No, I don't think it's going to show my desktop. I may have to do a change on that. Okay. So on the desktop is basically where you get, to have, you can save pictures. For some reason, it's not picking that up, but it's okay. Your desktop is basically when you turn everything on before you start doing the actual search. That's your desktop. It may be blue, it may have a picture of your dog, your wife, whomever. That is your desktop right there. Okay. Now, remember, these are tabs. If you want to hit a tab, all you do is just hit the plus tab here. Everything have it. Okay. Or this is a Mac. Okay. If you go down to the bottom, you can actually search it. But if you want a tab, all you have to do is hit the plus sign, and it's going to bring up, the search engine. Just pretend this is not here. Say that you want to search something on Amazon. Well, you're going to type, Amazon. And if you've been there before, it's going to remember. All you have to do is click enter, and it's going to bring you to Amazon. Okay. And you can search on here. Remember, within a website, they should have a search section too. If they don't have a search section, just look for this right here. Okay. So basically, that's how you use your browser. All right. So now we're at, ChatGPT. It's pretty simple. Okay. It also has in the middle here where you're going to do your prompt. Okay. So here, the good thing about CT, because we're just going to call it CT, you can create images here, and you can browse using here. Okay. If you don't want to do that, you can hit the plus button here. Okay. And it's going to ask you, do you want to add a photo or a file? You want to go yes. Okay. Most likely, okay, Your photos are going to be in your desktop. Okay, if you're on your phone, it most likely is going to be in your photo gallery. Okay, so we want to add a picture, so we're going to click on this. Okay, once you do, I have a Mac. Okay, so I can pick it from my desktop. I can hit my cloud. I can do my photos here. And that's on my phone. But if you don't have a Mac, most likely you want to hit your desktop. Okay. So say that you want to, upload a picture, you find an image. They want to go this one right here. Once you click on it, you just hit open. Okay. And it's going to upload. So this is my FIFA images right here. Okay. So that's how you actually going to hit your plus button, and you can continue to add more images. Okay. Now, say that you want to drag and drop, or you want to copy and paste. We're going to do copy and paste. Okay. We're going to go to Pinterest. I think I have Pinterest right here. Okay. In Pinterest, notice once again, we have a home button. Okay. And majority of this is all AI. Okay. So come to your home. Okay. Everybody by now should have a Pinterest account. If not, it's very easy to, create one. Just follow it. Okay. So once you're here and you're in your account, okay. So say you want to get inspired, you can actually search here. Okay. And you can type whatever you are, looking for. I was looking for a FIFA, say that I wanted, more soccer, right? So if I want, more soccer, you just type it in here, okay? And you can look for like an inspired images. So say that you found one. We're going to use this one right here, okay? So how do I copy it? You have two ways to actually copy and get inspired. You can actually download it. If you go to the three dot here, you want to download that, you can, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it the easy way. You can right click. When you right click, this image, this box is going to show. You can save the image if you want to, but you can copy the image. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy the image, okay? And then you're going to go back to, ChatGPT, and then you're going to paste it. That's a right click, okay? If you right click and hit paste, okay, the image is going to show up. Pretty easy, right? So I'm going to do that again. So let me bring this together. So you are here in ChatGPT. So you want to upload? No problem. Let's click the plus button, add a photo. Okay. It's going to open, another box. Most likely it's going to go to your desktop. You pick, any images that you want. So I want this one, and you click on it, and then you click open. Or sometimes it says upload, okay? And that's pretty easy, okay? And then the X is to remove. So you say that, you know what? I don't have the images. I want to be inspired. I'm going to come to Pinterest. I'm going to hit my home. It's going to, just let you know, Pinterest is going to remember, okay? I want, pictures of futuristic, cyberpunk, okay? No problem. It's going to give you all that. You figure out which one you want. You want a still image, okay? You don't want videos, okay? That's a video, just let you know. This is a still image. So you're going to click on that, on the left-hand side. Now you can go here and say, I'm going to download it. You can download it, but there's too many steps. I'm going to give you the easy one. You're going to right-click it. On the right-click, copy image. Copy image, go back to, CT and paste. Remember, it's always going to be a right-click and hit paste. It's going to wait a minute, boom, and then you can just type your prompt, whatever you want, okay? So that's basically uploading the images this way. or, copy and paste. You can actually drag and drop. Okay. If you're going to drag and drop, it's pretty easy. Find an image that is on your desktop. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click on it. And you're going to drag it in. If you notice, you're going to drag it in. Do you see this right here? And you're going to drop it. That's the drag and drop method. Okay. Once again, find a picture. It must be a still picture. And then you're just going to drag it in. And then you're just going to drop it. That's the drag and drop mode of any LLM. Okay. So a lot of people don't know how to do this, which is, weird to me, but it's okay. We're going to learn together. Okay. And then you can, once again, there's 3 ways you can do it. You can plus sign. Okay. You can drag and drop, or you can, copy and paste. Okay. Copy, go here, paste. It's the same thing. That's how you get your image on any LLM. So I know it's pretty repetitive. You can be on ChatGPT, you can be on Claude, you can be on Google. Same thing. It's going to have the same image. Let me see. Okay. So say that, let's go to Claude. Okay. You're like, no, it's not. Yes, it is. So we're at Claude. I have, by the way, you can set up to have a free one. Claude, remember, compared to ChatGPT, Claude is smarter, faster. It is, great for thinking, great for research, and it doesn't hallucinate with ChatGPT. Same thing. So it has a plus sign, remember, right here. Add file folders. Okay, you can actually take a screenshot in this one if you want to, but that's too difficult for us right now. So I'm going to add it. Same thing. It prompt me to my desktop, and I'll pick this one. Let's pick another one, a PNG file. Okay, and it is going to create that. It's pretty fast, by the way. Claude is faster than ChatGPT. Okay, sometimes by the way, the X on to remove on ChatGPT is on the right, Claude is on the left. But say that you're like, you know what? I'm going to come to Pinterest. I'm going to get inspired. I want, this, humanoid female. But, I'm too lazy to download, okay, because you can go to the 3 thing here. I'm just going to click, I'm going to copy, go to Claude, and I'm going to paste it. Okay. Same thing. Just give it a second. Boom. Your picture's right there. Okay. So copy and paste might be good for you. You're like, I'm not going to use that picture. Let me use another picture, but I'm going to drag and drop. Okay. You go to your desktop, take the picture, and you're going to drag it in, and boom, you're going to drop it right there. It works on all LLM or any platforms. So now you have, 3 ways to do things. So you can, hit the plus button, add files. Okay. You can go to whatever, platform, copy and paste, come back here and paste this if you like. Or you can just drag and drop. Okay. 3 ways to upload that is repetitive. Okay. So let's go back to ChatGPT. Now we're back in ChatGPT. We're back in the middle here. You're like, I don't want to drag and drop. I don't want to upload, but I just, want to create an image. Okay. So you go here where it says explore ideas. And if you notice, there's also a place to upload a photo too. Okay. Remember, that's your plus sign. So you can do it that way. But you're like, no, I'm going to explore. Let's see what's new. You have these arrows here. If you want a disco mode, improve your desk, this is great if you have an office and you don't know how to design it, this will help you. You can go thinking mode, you can do like makeup guide. cross section, app, you can do an app design. It's going to help you there. It's all, templates that they have uploaded. You can do anime. You can do a mini me if you want to. Thinking research is really good. You can illustrate a recipe. We're probably going to do that. You can do studio shots if you need it. But yes, blueprints, color analysis. A lot of people are actually using that to see what color is good on them. Okay. You have more anime, comic, and then you just go on and, on and on. But what we're going to do is we're going to illustrate a recipe. Okay. Once you click on that, you can upload if you want to, and attach a photo of your pie or whatever recipe you're doing. Okay. But let's look at the prompt. Create a 3-page color mix media food design for an international recipe. First, look online for recent trendy recipes. Then choose one based on what you know about me, about you. Include necessary step-by-step visual diagrams and explain, include any healthy or environmental context of a dish. So I'm like, let's create a friendly pasta dish with no red sauce and include Thai basil. There's a dish that I do, and you just hit that. It's going to think, hit enter. You can put anything in. Once again, if you want to copy, paste, I think I've done that. You can do that. It's actually searching. I want you to see how, CT is actually searching. It's exploring trendy recipes from, all images, and then it's narrowing down, decides, figuring out who I am, because I've been using, CT for a very long time. So it does know exactly, a little bit about me, not a lot. So right now it's narrowing down a dish that has Thai basil coconut, which is really good, or a lemon pasta, most likely. Hopefully it comes back with something delicious. Okay. So it should give me a step-by-step. It's deciding a friendly pasta dish because, that's part of the actual, template that it was given. So while that is thinking, I'm going to move on. Okay. We'll come back to that in just a minute because it's going to take a little bit. All right. So the next platform that I want to talk about is Glen Pixel. Yes, this is free. When you sign up, I think you get 250 credits. And yes, this is our platform. What I like about this is very easy. Okay. And you can come back and you get like more credits. Okay. So if you notice here in the middle, you can add an image. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. You can describe your image here. You want photorealistic. You want, studio lighting, watercolor, different designs. These are different suggestions. Okay. And obviously this is a generate button, which is going to generate there. But if you go down and you read the actual blog, okay, it's actually going to help you learn how to prompt better. Okay, so stop fearing that you can't when there's free products out there to help you learn how to prompt. Also, it gives you a formula, okay, to master your prompt. So describe your vision, type in the prompt describing the image you want to create. Choose a style, remember, is it cyberpunk, anime, oil painting? Okay, you have to guide the AI. You can't say, give me a black cat. Okay, it's going to just give you a random black cat. Then you're going to hit generate, and then you can actually download. Okay. When you go further down, these are just questions that you should, check out we give you resources for free. So I like this a lot. Okay. Um, so you can make, photorealistic. You can do fantasy. You can do products for commercial. And once again, you can, add an image. If you know how to add, don't know how to add, click on it, and then add the image. Okay. So let's go back now to my pasta. So this is actually not bad. So once again, we use a template in ChatGPT and it is still thinking. So this is going to be a crispy Thai basil, white pesto pasta. And it's going to tell me exactly what is needed. It's actually still thinking. So it's still working right now. And it built everything out. So if I want to preview it, I can do it this way. Okay. So this is actually not bad. This right here, you can, showcase your recipe. You can download all this, put it on your social media platform. This is going to, just help you, not to be fearful for AI. Plus, I think I might just do this tonight. It gave me the, exact ingredients that I need. Okay. So what do you need? I need 12-ounce pasta, Thai basil, which I have in my backyard, a cup of ricotta. I need some grated Parmesan cheese. I'm going to skip this because I'm allergic to nuts. My son is allergic to garlic. We're not going to do that. I have substitute for that. We can do a lemon, 2 teaspoons of olive oil, zucchini, mushrooms. It breaks everything down. So this right here is not bad. It shows you how to make it too. 5 easy steps. This right there, if you are a foodie or you want to show, hey, check out this recipe. Put it on your social media platform, this is going to be really good. So that's one thing that I like about ChatGPT. By the way, it spelled everything right. Before it did not. So if you want to download, there's a button here with an arrow. There's an arrow. Okay, you want this image or you want all 3? Obviously, you want all 3. So you're going to click all 3. Okay. Now it's going to bring this up. You can copy the link if you want to. You can, transfer it to, X. You can do LinkedIn, Reddit, or you're going to download. We're going to download. So once you download, click here and it's going to download right here. And then all you're going to do is you can drag and drop, put it on your desktop. And it's real easy. You just grab it right here, and grab, each one obviously and drag and drop. And let me do this. You do that, and then you can just upload it to your social media platform. Pretty easy. That's why, let me go back to new. That's why I like the fact that, CT has a built-in different style images that you can play with so you don't be fearful, and it spells correctly, which is wonderful. So yes. So the next one, so we're back to Glen Pixel. Okay. So once again, pretty simple. Just sign up. Okay. And figure out what you want. You know how to drag and drop. We've done that, repetitive. And describe your image here. Okay. And, you want photorealistic, studio lighting. It also gives you like AI suggestions, you can click on that. If you click on that, it's going to go here. You're just going to, do you want a pixel style? You want it to be an anime style. You name it, just input it there. Pretty simple. Okay. I'm not going to go through it. And once again, yes, this is our simple imaging, and we built it so you can learn. Also, definitely read the blog. It's going to help you. Okay. So the next one is a little advanced. Okay. It's called Leonardo AI. So I didn't log in because I didn't want to log in yet, but we're going to log in here. You can do the tutorial if you want to, okay? Or you can start now. So we're going to log in. And when you log in, okay, you should get 150. Excuse me. You can log in. I think I'm going to log in with my Google account. Here we go. Okay. Once you log in, there we go. On the left hand side, it shows that you get 150. So once you lose, once you use 150, just wait a little bit, the following day, boom, sign back in. Okay. Now this is the home page. Okay. You have your library. Basically, your library is where, all your creation. It shows a lot of, different, what's trending and the blueprints and stuff like that. So you can use all this. Okay. I like this because it gives you 150 credits to play, okay? And we can do images, and this is where your prompt's going to be, okay? If you notice, there is a plus sign here, okay? You can drag and drop images on here. There's images and video, so you always want to play with the images first, okay? A video, we'll save that for another day, okay? But it gives you an idea of exactly what you can do. And Leonardo AI is very sharp, beautiful. It doesn't hallucinate. So it's come a long way. Pretty easy, okay? So play with home, prompting here, okay? And you can actually drag and drop images on here. We all know how to drag and drop anyways, okay? Remember, plus sign, go to your desktop. You can also copy and paste on this one, okay? Pretty easy. Once again, non-sponsored, and you get 150. Okay, you can upgrade if you want to. Why bother? If you're brand new, work with 150. Lots of good things on there, okay? So, the next thing that I want to talk about is Piclumen. So you get, once you sign in, you actually get 10 credits a day. Okay. I have a pro plan, but this is my other account. So my pro is a little bit different, but I decided just to, come to my other account, and you, once again, daily 10. You get 10 credits. And what I like about Piclumen, first of all, is free to sign up. You get the plus here. So you can add any images you want. You can't technically, you can't, copy and paste. You just have to add the images here. Okay. But you can go to explore, and they have a lot of things will give you definitely, it would inspire you. I haven't used this because I use my other account, but you can explore and you can check out different images. Okay. So here is their feature, their trending, their new. You can filter, all tags. This is how much you get daily. Okay. They're going to remind you, and you can search for different things. Okay. What I like about this is the remix. Okay. Remixing is basically using that particular prompt, but changing different things, for you. So, you find a picture that you want. If you notice, this doesn't, the prompt is hidden, okay, because it didn't want to share, but it's okay. But say that you like this. If you do want to remix this, you click on this and definitely support a heart, okay? If you're going to use their prompt, support the person, okay? But I want to find, let's see. I want to find a good remix. I may go back to the top. A lot of them are gorgeous, But even I think the other one was, okay, I'm going to use this remix here. So let's hit the remix. So easy. Okay, that's fine. This one, it's not letting me because it's using a special mode, and I've only got 10. So let's do this one. Here we go. So once you hit the remix, okay, it is using, believe it or not, GPT image 2. Okay, the prompt has been transferred over, so you can change anything in here. So this was the surreal dream collage of a giant fluffy cat floating in a bubble tea. We'll just switch this to, say a dog in a floating teapot, candy sky. How about I'll change that to a cream cotton candy, wearing a tiny white astronaut helmet. Just change different things. That's why it's called remixing, because you're using, the original. And then if you like it, if you notice, you can actually change the ratio if you want to. It's a free account. Do whatever y'all want. Okay. Look like this. I'm going to keep this resolution here, and it's going to cost me 12, which I don't have because I only have 10. Okay. So I can't do it. Let me see if I can actually get out of this one. Yes, I want to log out. Let me see if I can get into my original. But last time, let me see. All right, so I'm in mine. So let's hit explore. I have about 1,600 credits. All right, so we're going to try this remix again. It's going to cost 12, no problem. I have enough. Let's change this into a dog floating in a creamy cotton, if I can spell, wearing a tiny gold astronaut helmet. All right, you're going to change all that and keep everything the same, and then you just hit generate. So once you hit generate, it's in the queue. Once again, it should be done in a couple of seconds, we hope. It depends on how busy this AI is, but it is in fast mode if you see it right here. But while that's generating, okay, we're not going to wait forever. You can come and explore a little bit more, okay, and figure out what you want. You can they have different effects. I'm on my main account now. These assets are basically everything that I have, generated from the beginning of time, okay. And you can go back to home. Home's going to bring you to this right here. Once again, that's the plus sign. You can upload everything. And look like it's still generating. All right, so we're going to explore. I'm going to show you something. So trending is kind of cool. So this is basically all the trendy stuff, okay? Once again, you can start with the free, okay, and then you can move up. Okay, but you can come in here, just get your brain working, and then you got new things that's happening here, and sometimes they have challenges. I think there is a challenge going on. Yes, they have the mecha challenge going on. You definitely want to do that, and then they have the summer challenges. And I think this is still open, so you definitely want to check that out. All right, let's see if our images is still generating. All right, they also have new videos. I forgot to, these are all my videos that I have created. But when you go to explore, now they have different videos that you can play, which I truly, truly like. I used this account for my free one for about 2 years before I, did upgrade. So is this done? It's still going. So let's go back to home. You can try, by the way, GPT-2. That's what we're using to create. So you can play it in here if you want to, or go straight to ChatGPT. Okay. But they have different popular models that you can, check out if you're into the dancing thing. They got lots of that. I'm not into the dancing things. It'll show video spotlights, what's going on. You can remix that if you want to, which is amazing. If you notice that, the prompt is down here, so just look for that. All right, let's go back to images. Ta-da! Here we go. So I changed it up, okay? And now, before it was a cat, it's my dog. And I changed the astronaut to be, the color of the actual astronaut itself, helmet, okay, to like the black and gold. So that's not bad, I can remix this if I don't want, if I don't like it. And then if you do that, I'm not gonna remix it, but I'm just gonna hit it for you. It, prompts it here automatically. So it's pretty, friendly to, play and explore. So, that's one of the image platform that I like to use. Okay. So now we're back to, ChatGPT once again. Pretty easy. So all the platforms, you should be able to, drag and drop. Pretty easy. Hit here, you'll be able to pull in, images that is on your, desktop. You can copy and paste anything that you want on here. It can be on any platform. So that's pretty simple. So you're pretty confident. You should be pretty confident doing that. If you want to create images, you click on this. You can upload images here. It's going to, it's always going to default to your desktop. Okay. Or if you don't want to upload anything, you can come here, figure out what you want. Recipes, you need, ideas. You need any type of film strips. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. Any photo. And you want to enhance your photos, interior design. Lots of people are using this. So it's giving you tons and tons of different ideas, to learn AI. Okay. It's very important that you learn AI because it's coming. It's everywhere. Okay. So, I may do a PDF of this. So if, you forget, you can always come back. But once again, it's pretty simple. A lot of people ask me, 100 people ask me, how do I upload? So it's best practice to just, stay ahead of the game. Okay. You can, stop, watch me. I'm going to ask CT to give me a prompt. So I'm going to show you. To give you a simple prompt for this. So we can create a image. So it gave me a prompt. So I'm going to share my screen. There we go. All right, we're back again. All right, so we're going to copy and then we're going to paste. So we're going to create a beautiful anime style girl standing in a futuristic Tokyo street at night. Neon lights glowing in the background. Cinematic lighting. Highly detailed, colorful atmosphere. So I'm going to let them not create that. Now I'm going to come to Glen Pixel. Go in the middle. We're going to copy and paste this. We'll see how it goes. Create a beautiful anime style girl. So basically same prompt we're going to create here. It's actually generating, so we'll come back. We're going to go to, yep, Leonardo. Same thing. We just want to see who gets the best. Create a beautiful anime style. Same thing. I have 150. Generate. I'm going to get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. All right. So this is from ChatGPT. She is a beautiful girl, anime style, standing in a futuristic street. At night, neon light glowing in the background, cinematic lights, highly detailed, which it is. I think on the next one, I'm going to show you how to remove all these because I don't like that. All right, so overall, that's pretty. If you want to, download, click here, download there. But, the image itself is very beautiful. I like that. It's kind of cool. I'll probably go back and modify and remove all of this stuff. But that's me. All right, the next one is a little bit different. Gwen Pixel gave me a beautiful girl. She's definitely, this is a close-up with an angle, like the dragon. I like that. I forgot. There is one thing that I forgot to tell y'all, which I'm going to do in the next one. To get rid of all this, I forgot to add the negatives, okay? And say that you don't like that, just hit the enhance button. We'll just hit enhance and see what we get. All right. Where? Leonardo, what did you do? All right. Leonardo, apparently I hit the video and I got a video one, which is beautiful, by the way. Yeah. Pay attention next time. I'm going to have to hit this. Let's see. Why not? I hit the image. Let's generate again because I don't have enough. See, that's what you get when you don't have enough credits, which I should have. I have 150. Let's see. All right. Let's try this again. We all make mistakes, but the image / video came up pretty well. So I'm down to 44, so I may not have enough. So yes, always pay attention. All right, let's go back to very nice. Okay, this is kind of cute too. Not bad. No dragon on this one. So I like this. This is pretty simple. Next time I'm going to show you how to take all this out because there is a prompt. Okay. And we're back to here. Okay. So basically that's how to create a simple prompt. You have 3 different image generator and they're all different because they're trained all on different models. So they're not going to be exactly the same. Okay. Okay. Other than that, I may once again, show a PDF of, how to upload image, how to drag and drop. You should know how to do that. It's pretty simple. How to navigate through, each platform that we disclose is very easy. Okay. Try not to have a fear regarding AI. Remember, AI is a tool. It's just coming and it's going to be like everywhere. Our phones now have AI. Our doctor office have an, AI. So just learn. Don't be afraid. Join the community. I forgot to share. We do have a Facebook community. It's free to join. I'm going to share my screen once more time. All right. So you can go to MP AI Labs. We have roughly around, 11,700 members and growing. I give you tips. I give you updates of what is new on here. So definitely, come on there and, join for free. Lots of stuff you're going to learn. Remember, stay kind, hydrate, and I will talk to you later. Ciao. Bye today.